What are the stages of a paternity case in Oklahoma? I'm Tulsa attorney James Worth, and that's the question that we have. And I'm actually involved in, we're getting together and making binders for each of our new clients. We're getting those all set up so that they can know what to expect in their cases. And here's kind of an example of divorce of minor children, where we've got out all of the steps in there so we can tell our clients up front what to expect. We'll have information on each of those steps, just like the videos that we're doing here. But this question has to deal with the stages in a paternity case. So there's one additional stage for a paternity case compared to a divorce, and we'll go over what those stages are. So for the first stage, it's your initial pleading. So you can file a petition to establish custody, visitation, child support. You're going to need a summons with that to serve with it, and the court requires a cover sheet for any new person filing in any case. So those are the things, and then you probably want an application regarding temporary orders. Those are the orders that would be in place while the case is still pending. So if you're the petitioner, you want to file those with the court. If the respondent, you get served with those, and then you got to file your responsive pleadings, and that's going to be an answer, potentially a counterclaim. You probably want your own application for temporary orders, and you will need your own cover sheet when you file those. And that is the first stage, getting your initial pleadings on file. Second stage, if you're in Tulsa County, parenting plan conference. You've got to watch a few videos. You've got to provide certain information, your DR5 regarding, income and information related to health insurance for the kids, stuff like that. Financial declaration of what expenses that you have, if that's applicable to determining temporary orders on spousal support and whatnot. You provide those, and if both parties are there at the parenting plan conference, you can negotiate, see if you can reach agreement on temporary orders. If not, you get a referral, and that goes to our third stage, which is a temporary order hearing. In the case of a paternity case, though, we have an additional step, and that is determining paternity. If the parties are not in agreement on paternity, then you can get an order for DNA testing. So that then would be our third and fourth step is going to be temporary orders and paternity testing. Once that's done, you have temporary orders in place. You have a paternity established, at least on a temporary basis. You can do more discovery, get into the discovery phase. That's where you send out interrogatories, requests for productions, requests for admissions. You can send subpoenas to third parties. You can do depositions of parties and witnesses to get all the information that you need, so you're not going to trial blind. There's no surprises. You've got all the information together. And then after that, mediation. See if the parties can come to an agreement. You meet with a third-party mediator. That person tries to kind of work you both to the middle, see if there's compromises or if there's unique solutions that can be a win-win for both. The mediator's job is to find those. And if it settles at that point, that's great. If not, you're looking at setting for pre-trial, where the court enters a pre-trial conference order that is determining essentially what's going to happen at trial. And then the last stage, your eighth stage, is going to be a trial. If an agreement is not reached somewhere in this process to get an agreed order establishing paternity entered, getting all those orders in place, then it would go to trial, the court would make that decision, then that would be your court order. So those are the 8 steps for a paternity case in Oklahoma. It could go beyond that if one of the parties appeals, but as far as the paternity case, those are the 8 steps. If you're dealing with this, though, you're going to want specific information on what to expect in your case. For that, you're going to need legal advice that you can only get by meeting privately and confidentially from an attorney. To get that scheduled with an attorney at my office, you can go online to makelawEasy.com.